now that when Thanos made that snap, some people just kind of like, wow, he caught me at the worst possible time. Pretty
much.
Motherfucker caught me in space with nothing.
Abandoned.
And you know what?
Can't even shit it out here anymore. Like, what do they do? Like, there's no water anymore. I have to drink the toilet water?
Let's go ahead and get into talk about these Avengers.
Oh, man.
And, you know, something like I said, now, I said earlier, and it bears repeating. I was talking about this trailer last week, and I was so relieved to hear you come in and say that you were as underwhelmed as I was.
Oh, yeah.
And we are talking about that Captain Marvel. That girl came in, she had all that hype and hoopla behind her, and she was supposed to come in with this badass trailer, show how she's going to save the universe. And when it was all done, I said,
it's okay.
I mean, I know I may catch a hashtag for this, but I'm, I'm just not feeling it.
No.
I mean, it's
generic looking, man.
That's exactly what I said.
And I don't think it's edited all that well. It's not showing that anything that we've really seen before. And the other thing is, doesn't help it. It's kind of borrowing a lot from Green Lantern, which wasn't all that great.
No, I was like everybody else. I mean, everybody saw it was almost like everybody they just said it at the same time they saw this trailer. They were like, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And that's what it does look like. Also, it's something to rip off Green Lantern. But it's another thing to just kind of rip yourself off. You know, it was not that much in there from the last trailer.
No, a lot of this is the same footage. It's just like kind of the ending portion was a new scene.
Exactly. Yeah. But as I said earlier, some people did not like it. That I said I was not crazy about it. Looking forward to the movie very much.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think there's a lot of things you won't see. Yeah. But the trailer, I was I'm just not feeling it all that much. Yeah. And some people said, well, you know what? You did a big show about it. Go out there and just not only tell people your opinion, but you also tried to make some money off of it. That's some bullshit, Corey. You heard me say it earlier. I'll say it now. Mama always said, if you can't say something nice, then shut the fuck up. That's what my mom always told me.
Sound advice. Yes. Sound advice. Perfect.
If you say something nice, I will whoop your ass. And y'all kind of gave me a little bit of a verbal ass whooping, so you probably saying now, I bet you ain't gonna talk trash about this new trailer. Well, you know, some things are worth an ass whooping, right? I don't know. I'll tell you what, I gotta be myself. And I'm a Marvel bitch, but I'm an honest bitch too.
That nickel you get,
that shine, those shiny nickels, man. You know, I'd get those Marvel checks, but hey, sometimes honesty is worth more. Let's go ahead and take a look. And everybody's been waiting for this.
I know.
Avengers, and they finally got the title out there, Avengers Endgame. Is it everything that we wanted in a trailer that we didn't get from Captain Marvel? Tell you what, let's take a look, and we'll be back with our review.
You lost friends. You lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
No, listen, seriously. Seriously, I'm really not trying to be that guy. I really am not. But I got chills. Is it cold in here? Where are all these goosebumps coming from? Yeah. Why are your nipples poking my eyes out right now? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Talk about, for all of y'all who thought I was sitting up here being an old curmudgeon, being an anti-feminist, being somebody who just finally just said, oh, you've just seen too many movies and now you're just, what was that word? Look, everything that I didn't get in this trailer right here,
yeah.
Boy, I got everything that I didn't get in there in this trailer, and then I had enough to go back for seconds, Chris Herman.
Well, I think what the trailer does so well is just show the emotion that all these characters are going through. Like, I just love that opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
It's Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with him just sitting there and accepting his fate.
Well, even before that, where he turns on the helmet and it's just that pause and...
Yeah.
Jesus. How we gonna? All right, here we go.
Well, you know what? There is a lot of things that go on in this trailer that they get right. Emotion is one thing.
Absolutely.
Being able to drop nuggets of information without explaining. They drop some things that are familiar, but yet mysterious at the same time.
Sure.
You know, I mean, and notice that there's a lot of story that they're not even telling you the story of what's going on here.
Well, it's weird. They show a lot of imagery that I think is unexpected. Like, okay, we know that Tony is stranded out in space. Like, how did he get out in space? We don't know. He's using the Milano, which is the Star-Lord ship from Guardians of the Galaxy, which maybe he's with Nebula. Like, that's cool. Like, say, I guess they're going to be with each other.
Yeah,
maybe they're dying out there in space. And I think that's just a cool dynamic. What I appreciate about the first Infinity War was how they separate all the characters, and I think we're going to get more of that. I think eventually we'll get them all together, but I still like they're keeping that consistent, and so we're going to get like these sub stories until we get to that one main plot, which I think is cool.
No, man, I completely agree with you that is what made something like the last Avengers movie work, is that you had all these little people saying, okay, how y'all look, there's too many goddamn heroes in one movie.
Exactly.
I don't know how you gonna do this, and plus you got all these villains in here too. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work, man. Compartmentalized.
Yep.
They did let everybody do their own thing. If they do that here, then that's going to be great, and that's what you seem to be getting here. Like, even more so, because that's before it was one thing to be separated and fighting.
Yeah.
Now that when Thanos made that snap, some people just kind of like, wow, he caught me at the worst possible time. Pretty
much.
Motherfucker caught me in space with nothing.
Abandoned.
And you know what?
Can't even shit it out here anymore. Like, what do they do? Like, there's no water anymore. I have to drink the toilet water.
Couldn't you snap your fingers when I was at home?
Yeah.
At least I had, like, rough. You know, at least I could have died in my bed or something.
Exactly.
You know? But, you know, I tell you, opening up and talk about emotion. That opening is powerful, because this is the benefit of Marvel having so much rich storytelling that now they can actually tell these, apply this to even a trailer.
Building over 10 years.
Just looking at Tony Stark, man, that's a story arc in itself. I don't know what his fate is going to be after this, but it's good. I tell you, a lot of people say, man, it is good to see Tony Stark just humbled.
Yeah.
Some people like, it's good your ass is stranded in space.
Finally.
Yeah, you know, he's not talking all that shit. And, you know, and he's probably okay with everything, because he's a guy that just had everything in life.
Yeah.
You know, he's so cool, because he's kind of like, you know, I bought everything, I fucked everything, I drank everything. You know, what more was there for me to do?
Yeah, nothing.
Just
stripped away. They killed my surrogate son.
Yeah. He's like, it's got to a point where I'm just being destructive. I almost killed a high school kid, you know. And you know, it's what I like about it is that, look, I'm not even trying to say this is what they'll do, but if this dude, it would be so cool if he just died on that ship. Now they're not going to do it, but if he never got off that ship, and we saw him take his last suffocating breath and just go out, people would be sad. Some people might hate it, but imagine the complete story arc that they get with that. You know, this is a guy that finally died in a very humble and almost sweet-natured position.
Here's the thing. I think you might get stuff like that, because I'm betting they're going to play around with time travel throughout this whole movie. So you might be able to see those kinds of scenes and have that, like, but I don't know. That's kind of weird, because maybe it might not be earned, but like the moment itself, like by itself, would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So maybe we might get stuff like that. So it'll be kind of fun.
But I just thought it was, you know, there is beauty in this trailer.
No, absolutely.
From the very moment that Tony Stark, the guy, think about how Tony Stark was introduced. You know, this cocky guy that didn't give a shit about anybody except making that money. And now we see him stranded, alone, and yet dignified. Yeah. And his last words are to somebody that he loves.
When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
He leans back and starts jerking off.
Definitely, he just got nothing left to do.
Got nothing left to do. I guess he's talking to Pepper Potts. Yeah. You know, we see. Think about that. The contrast, not the movie, but the trailer and just the trailer in contrast to the first film, guy making money and fucking around, and now he's alone, dying with dignity and expressing his love.
There's even some other things, just like the way this is shot, like the color palette, I think is perfect for that. Because all the Iron Man movies are so bright and vibrant, reds and yellows.
Is true.
This is just blue. It's gray, it's dark, which we never really see with Iron Man before. And so I kind of like that visually. It's so interesting. And with the Milano. Milano's always bright.
Yeah.
So again, it's setting the emotion perfectly.
My only question is, he said I ran out of food and water 4 days ago. You can't last with water without...
It's 3 days.
Is it 3 days?
3 days,
So what was he drinking? His own piss?
You know, killed Gamora or something. Maybe she's got water stored in her.
And what was he eating? Do they cut over and there's a shot of a dead human being on the ground?
Yeah. Or Nebula. It might be Nebula.
There's a skeleton down there with Doctor Strange's cape on. Yeah, you know what? That is something that I will say I question. I was like, 4 days. Now look,
you know what? But it is. They're going to say because he has a thing inside his chest.
Okay,
that's what's keeping him alive.
I guess
it's Marvel science. Comic
come on, look. He's a dude with armor. He ain't no superhero. He can't last for 4 days.
Sure, though he does look thinner in this. He looks sick, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah,
I ain't gonna say sick. I think he looks well toned.
Okay.
He looks like
not as toned as before.
Yeah, he looks like he's doing an American Apparel ad right now. You know.
Yeah.
But when you talk about the emotion here, you know, in this trailer, there is more of a dramatic feel.
Yeah.
Because I always talk about, okay, you get these genre films, horror, sci-fi, superheroes. It's cool. Just don't take yourself too seriously.
Yes.
And I got to say, taking it seriously at this point is something that's worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it just broke my heart to see Captain America cry.
I know. We never seen that before.
I know. He shaved that beard. You can see that water going down them smooth cheeks. Yeah, it's looking at the drama in this, man. There is genuine drama going on. Drama for something that has to be one of the craziest comic stories out there. You know, you got a giant purple man with a blinged out pimp glove, with four rocks in them, four stones, snapped his fingers and wiped out half the people in the universe.
He won.
And he won. But that's what people call comic book shit.
True.
You know, that's far-fetched. You have fun with that. There's no emotional gravitas with that.
You're just in the moment with a lot of that stuff. You don't spend any time with it.
No, but here, looking at the drama that we have going on here, man, they made this outlandish comic book situation seem very real in its emotional weight. Seem very grounded.
What's good is like they're showing everyone's reactions to this catastrophe. And when we see Thor, I love that look of Thor, just like, man, I fucked up. He had him the entire time, aim for the head, and he didn't do it. I like that we're going to get these scenes of these people reminiscing. It's like, I could have done more. And hopefully they'll have some really great interactions with each other too. Like with Cap and Thor, they haven't seen each other for years.
I know. I like that he fucked up so bad they just put his ass in the corner.
Yeah.
You go over there and think about what you did. Go over there in your Banana Republic clothes and think about what you did. I mean, you can, yet the tone in here, just like I said, makes it feel very real.
Yes.
I mean, like you were talking about some of the reactions that are going on in this, and I'm thinking about that too. Like when I listen to Scarlet Johansson,
Black Widow.
The way she delivers her line, man, the way she is just an emotional wreck from what happened.
He wiped out 50%.
I mean, she's saying that line like she still is in disbelief. Like she's like, God damn.
Well, she's saying it like matter. She's like saying it matter of factly, like 50%.
Well, she's saying it matter of
like that
factly.
Pause, yeah.
But it's shaking her up just to say
it is.
That.
Yeah, definitely.
Like to say, she's like, God damn, it's just now dawning on me. What? That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, trillions.
Trillions all around. To see her say that line, man, that's 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 not somebody who's acting for some some little shitty comic book movie. This is somebody that's taking this. As I said, usually I don't like when people take things too seriously, but this is somebody who's taking the material seriously.
It is, and I think that's what I've appreciated about a lot. What the Russos have, I think, done not only with Captain America and the Avengers films is that they want their actors to you have to be serious in this role. And what helps too is that Scarlett Johansson has grown this role for close to 10 years now. What I think is appreciated. Again, these actors understand the gravitas of these characters, and it's not like oh, we're just going to dress up and be goofy. It's like no, these are real people, and that's what I've always really appreciated with this new iteration of these Avengers movies, and we see it here, in this trailer.
No, you do. I think it is great seeing how this event has brought everything to this. Again, to this very, very serious, dramatic tone where the stakes feel high enough now to where these extraordinary,
individuals.
But I was going to say these extraordinary, almost cartoonish characters.
Sure.
Have let this event bring them together to something that made them. Never before have I seen where comic book heroes have been brought together for something so dire to where they felt more real than they do now.
I know.
Including my boy right here, man. It took killing half the universe to make Hawkeye badass. Finally, he ain't done nothing. And you know what the funny thing about it is, like,
not even Hawkeye anymore.
He is soaking it in, man. Like he said, I'm such a badass, and plus, since half the people in the universe are gone, I'm just gonna cut loose. He is having fun, man. Like that dude down there on the ground. I don't even think that dude did anything.
No, he's just killing everyone.
He just like that dude probably came out like, hey man, you know what happened? Oh shit. Or he probably said something stupid like, hey, ain't you on that CW show? Fuck.
You're the worst Avenger.
Hey, Green Arrow. You're saying that right here. He's gone psychotic.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what I like about this scene is a couple things. One, he's no longer Hawkeye. He's Ronin, which is a character that Hawkeye Clint Barton became in the comics. Exactly. Who's like this ninja assassin. Like, he died in the comics, but he came back as this character. And his mind wasn't always there. Like, he was always off. And that's why I appreciate it. So clearly they're doing like a new iteration of that where he didn't die, but clearly he's a little.
It's just funny to me.
Nothing's like working up there.
Okay, because I was going to say that's kind of a jump because I can it looks like, because I don't know what the story is. It looks like Hawkeye just said, you know what, y'all have like laughed at me long enough, and when this apocalypse has happened, he just went to the nearest pawn shop and got himself a samurai sword and just started slicing people up. Because I'm being serious, like. I don't know. You say in the comics they did like some comic book thing where he dies and comes back as a different thing. Okay, so for this character where I don't know that history, how do you go from being this badass archer to now being practically a samurai?
You kill his entire family. Which is, I think that's what they did, and that's
so
why
he just
he's going
said,
on this
"Fuck
journey.
these arrows."
I think it is, and that's like, you know what? I was this person. I don't want to be this person anymore. And I also think that the state of the world has changed so dramatically. Thanos is like, I'm going to bring peace to the galaxy. I don't think he's brought peace. I think the Earth in particular is just completely fucked up.
No.
And like people are just like have their own little despot kingdoms everywhere, and the rule. He's like, well, I know how to kill people. I was a secret agent, so I'm going to just do my thing. The only thing I know how to do. And since I don't have my family, that connection. What I was died with my family, I'm going to become something new. I'm going to become Ronin.
And you know what? That is cool, because that's another thing I'm looking forward to in this movie, because I'm looking at this. Now, I don't know what the deal is, the samurai sword. It looks like he might be in Japan, maybe.
Yeah.
And I like that we're getting a glimpse of maybe what this world has become, because as you said, this is kind of this is an apocalypse in a way.
It is, yeah.
And everything is going to be in such dire straits, the world, that you can see, like, these are probably Yakuza that he took out. And maybe you have these, like you said, these bandits and organized crime people just kind of taking over now that there's chaos. It's not exactly Mad Max, but it is sort of like, the worst of the worst have kind of started to take advantage of this.
It kind of makes me a little sad, because I want to spend more time in that world, because I imagine they're going to fix things, but maybe do a few movies like how this all happened, and from different characters' perspectives or things, and that'd be really cool.
That would be such a great thing to do. Now, I know that it's not going to happen, but it kind of makes sense. I was talking about, again, maybe an unpopular opinion, how I think the Netflix shows should have stopped so that we can get more cohesion. But can you imagine how if things really were connected and Disney or Marvel really could work with Netflix and those things we could assure people that they are the same world. Think of the series that could come out of making something of this world before it gets fixed.
Could you imagine that Kingpin's like, I'm going to be king of New York now?
Yeah.
Manhattan Island, this is mine. This is all mine. And you have Daredevil just like, fuck, I have to, like, Jessica Jones is gone. It's only me and Luke Cage have to fight this guy.
Yeah, man.
That would be incredible to do something like that, but they won't. So.
No, but wishful thinking. But at least we'll get a glimpse of what it would be like here.
Yeah.
And who knows, man? Maybe we will get something.
No, they always back in the past and do a storyline like that.
Yeah,
Nothing to stop them.
If you really want to take advantage of the comic book model, applying it to the screen.
Agreed.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of it's a lot of potential here that we're seeing. But again, you see what I'm talking about, people? They're not. We just know that this man is gone crazy and he's killing like
Yakuza.
Crime members, Yakuza, and but we don't know.
Yeah.
Our mind is racing. That's new bits of information.
We're adding on to this, ourselves.
But that's just but it's a glimpse of something that gets us going
and
because we look at it and there's going to be some element of what we're thinking in there, but it's great to look at it and just run with it.
It does the job what the trailer's supposed to do is make you excited.
Yeah.
Without revealing too much. Yeah.
We're like little kids, man. Talking about this right now.
And they made Hawkeye cool, which is I appreciate it.
Yeah,
he needed
it. Yeah, he did. He all these years of being laughed at, finally done bubbled up. Y'all done pissed this man off now.
Yeah.
Now it's too late.
Let's give him a dead eye stare and a samurai sword.
About to do some Kill Bill shit out here.
Yeah.
I also like when we're talking about chaos. I also like the glimpse of contentment from one person. Yeah. I like that with everybody being so emotionally wrecked. The hints of a world gone wild and bad. Meanwhile, Thanos is like, I'm cool. Thanos just. He's growing legalized alien weed somewhere. He's happy. He's just like, I did my job. I told y'all what I was going to do. I was going to cool out after I killed half this universe. And that's what he's doing. I think it's and what's great about that is that it shows you the contrast of exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be upset about this. Everybody's going to think I did a terrible thing. I know that what I did was right, and I'm going to be at peace with this. And that's what they gave you right there looking at that, man.
Great scene.
His just hands just rubbing the flowers, man.
And the gauntlet, the destroyed gauntlet, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing, man. If you've been following these movies and you're invested in them, I mean, it might not. Only thing I can say about it is that it might not mean anything to anybody who's not been keeping up with the movies. But so what? That's what the trailer's out there for people who have been trying, who want to see this.
At least with the people who saw the last film, I think that scene means something to them. And I also like the last shot when you see his armor as a scarecrow, which is straight from the comic. So as a comic book fan, it's like, wow, thank you for doing that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it took me a while to notice that was his armor, but
he doesn't really wear it in the first movie.
Yeah, there
it is.
I like the way Scarecrow. Shit, that's a scare people. Oh, come on, I see that like shit.
Oh god,
let's get out here for this motherfucker snaps again. Now we're talking about all these deep and dark things in this trailer, but Chris and I were actually talking about it before we left the house, man. For a brief moment, we were saying, but Marvel. Their biggest thing, unlike some studios, I think, they know how to balance everything out.
Yes, they do.
Marvel gonna say, "Look, we ain't gonna leave y'all crying like this. we ain't gonna leave y'all all depressed like this." And that's what I love about the trailer. I love the trailer that it ends with that glint of hope, because hope equals excitement.
Yep.
We can do this. Let's jump into action. And it came from the person that I least expected to see it from.
This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport.
I like the way Captain America's like, I should have known this fucking goofball would die. Ant-Man, more like a cockroach.
So this whole thing's like, who?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, the little guy. Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Yeah. The guy who touched my pecs. It was weird. Don't do that.
It's a great thing seeing how all these different tones of movies, the darker movies, the serious movies, the fun movies, the comedies have come together and brought their own element here.
Got dropped really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Man, that line right there, can you buzz me in?
No.
That's a let's go.
Yeah.
It seems like a silly line coming from Ant-Man, but can you buzz me in? It's like, okay, let's kick some ass now.
Marvel, what they have understood, I think, for so long, what makes them so successful is that we have to laugh at ourselves. Because if we take ourselves too seriously, like some companies, then you become a joke. You become unintentionally funny. But when you're funny, but also serious, then it works. And I think it's funny that you said that you thought it was unexpected. It came from Ant-Man. I think he's the perfect type of character for that, because I think Ant-Man, for the most part, works much better as a supporting character in these movies. I thought he was one of the standouts in Civil War. All his interactions, all the characters, whether it been Hawkeye or Scarlet Witch or Black Widow or Captain America, it all worked. I want to see more interact in this team. Like, I'm hopeful, like, if he sticks around post these movies, at least this initial iteration of Avengers films, he becomes one of the standard members of it, because he brings so much humor to it. And I can't wait to see. I bet he's going to be like, I have an idea, and he's going to be like one of the big heroes in this film.
Well, he can go places that some of these other people can't either.
True.
That's why he survived.
The microverse or whatever.
That's probably why he lived, because he was off somewhere in the microverse.
He's trapped in there. Yeah. It protected him.
Yeah, it protected him, and it would just be kind of cool just to see, like, the sort of the Ant-Man movies are filler of the bigger.
I'd say the second one definitely
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the best ones that you're going to see.
Oh, sure.
They're the ones to kind of keep your appetite going. It's like they're a nice little snack before you get to the main thing.
It's a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, because they you have something. Look, right after Avengers,
yes,
we had an Ant-Man movie. Not great, but it was fun. Yeah, it was fun, and it's going to. I think that is a wonderful thing to see a character that's kind of not to consider not your most important character. Kind of your toss away. What would you call it?
It's not comedic relief. I just think he's just. I hate to use this word again, but he's a palate cleanser type of character. He comes in and just he provides levity.
Relief?
Huh?
You don't find him?
No, he's definitely comedic relief, but I think he just provides enough levity, and he's just so dramatically different than the rest of the team, and I think that helps him stand out. That's why I think he works better as a supporting character than when he's on his own.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Let's just say this. Maybe not. I mean, he does bring a lot of comedy, but let's just say one of the lighter characters.
Oh, sure, yeah.
To see one of the lighter characters come in out of nowhere and play this big important role,
which is funny in itself.
Which is funny and it's great.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's like that's what's great about a team. That's why we love the Avengers, because your team, your varsity players, they're gonna come in and they're gonna do some of the biggest things. Your MVP is gonna be doing a lot of things, but as a team, every now and then, there's going to be that one team member that you don't think is going to be able to pull something off, and they come in and they do something no one else can do, which is what a team should be,
and what he did in Civil War too, when he became Giant Man.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what else is great about that, having him in this trailer, is that how. I mean, look, if you've seen if you've been keeping up with the movies, then you know that this is probably not the case. But I like the way the trailer tried to throw you a fake out itself. I mean, it's a 2-minute trailer, and they did a twist on their own, a little fake out, because earlier in the trailer you see Bruce Banner looking at all the files of the people who supposedly died, and he's in there.
Yeah. So missing. He says he's missing.
It was missing. Okay.
And he got Shuri in the corner there too. So I wonder if she might be missing, or part of the snap, or who knows.
And I think a lot of people, because I guess missing would be appropriate, because then you got Peter Parker back there too.
Yeah, it switches to him.
I guess a lot of the and I like Bruce is like, no, not that boy too.
Oh, the people I've never met. I feel so bad.
That boy had his whole spider life ahead of him. When he saw Peter, that shook him up. God damn you, Tony Stark. But I thought that was kind of cool that they showed his file and then showed him at the end of the trailer, like, because he's like, no, hey, I'm here.
Yeah,
open the door. Nah, man, I am so excited. I'm gonna tell you, I was not crazy about Avengers. I love the concept. I love a lot of parts of it, but it was not. I'm one of the people who I wasn't going crazy over like everybody else. But
Infinity War,
Infinity War, the last one,
Okay.
Yeah, the last one. I wasn't, I'm not gonna go over my problems with it. And I'm definitely not trying to, go against the grain.
Check out the review if you want.
Yeah, exactly. I see exactly why people love the movie, and I'm happy for it. But I think that this conclusion here is, this is going to be something that I will be heavily into. This will be special. The one that, this is going to. I have a feeling, and I don't know. When I see it, it might be completely different. But I just have a feeling that looking at this trailer, they've given me the feeling that this is the one that I am going to be heavily invested in myself and see this several times.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I mean, the Russos, I think, have done such a fantastic job, originally starting with Winter Soldier, really maturing the Marvel Universe, and we see that again in Civil War and Infinity War and what we've seen with this trailer here. It makes me really appreciate that they're still involved with this, and to provide a sense of an ending, at least for this latest iteration of the MCU. It's going to be really, really special, and I like that they have this melancholy tone, but also injecting the humor. So very excited for it.
You know what? That's another thing when you mentioned Thor. I think that Thor, looking at him in here, I love when these characters get out of those crazy, ice skating costumes and stuff. You know, and they get dressed up like real people. I think that also is something that helps.
Oh, grounds it.
Grounds these characters and make them more relatable. You know, it's really cool to see them step out of their costumes and just become people, even when they're gods.
Yeah,
you know,
I think sometimes, most of the time, like even with Winter Soldier, I like it when he's not wearing the mask, just like his face. You can see more of the emotion from it. It's kind of weird. Like a lot of comic movies, I hate that he's always taking the mask off. But for a lot of these MCU films, I actually like it. Because you know why? Because I spent so much time with these people, and that's why. So.
No, that's what I've always loved about this. And I know it's in their contract. You know, you better take that helmet off. We got to sell you. We have to sell you, the actor. But I love it that they do that. And they become real people. Man.
At this point, it doesn't bother me anymore.
No, I love it.
It just works.
Love it. Damn, April can't get here soon enough, man.
Yeah,
you know,
so few months.
Damn, I am so looking forward to this, and I think it's going to be a great seeing how all these movies come together between this and Spider-Man coming out, and even this girl here, Captain Marvel. It's going to be great to see how these stories kind of connect with each other, especially this one.
Because she's going to, that's going to be, I think, the biggest connection to Infinity War and Endgame. So it's her story.
Like, damn, I wish I had enough money just to put my ass in a cryo chamber and just sleep, and I wake up until April, man. I can't wait for this, man.
Same. I'm very excited.
I'm very hyped for this.